Yeah, would you please take the conversations to the hallways, ladies and gentlemen, so that we can continue with the meeting? We've got a large agenda here. Thank you. Okay, the first deputant for EX 22.2 is Miroslav Glazovic. Is Miroslav here? I know he was earlier. Miroslav. Apparently he's not here.
Yeah, he's not.
Okay, John Boddy, B-O-D-D-Y. Hope I've done that right. Is John here? Afternoon, John. Have your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. We have a deputant here. I'll start your clock. Go ahead, sir. You have 5 minutes.
My name is John Boddy. I live in Scarborough, and I'm a Canadian citizen. I'm a member of Casa Loma, number 582 in 2010, number 603 in 2011, and number 574 in 2012. I attended the Casa Loma public meeting at Grace Church on the Hill on the 10th of May, 2012. My written input and comments are contained in the meeting report feedback summary, attachment C1. I have previously submitted an email to this meeting, which is in the documentation, titled The Casa Loma House, Gardens and Estate Complex. I am recently in receipt of the Mike Williams letter and report, Future Options for Casa Loma, dated the 23rd of August, 2012. Unfortunately, this report is very disappointing for me and falls short in many ways. This report is short-sighted and misses the whole point of looking to the future. This report is essentially business as usual and maintains the status quo. This report fails to develop Casa Loma into a global iconic brand and does not define any objectives. This report lacks any entrepreneurial spirit. This report lacks any direction, vision, and ambition. This report does not address the Austin House and Gardens. This report does not identify the need for a 10-year white paper Casa Loma development plan. This report does not develop Casa Loma into the #1 historic house in Toronto, Ontario, and Canada. This report does not see Casa Loma on a par with other great historic houses in the world, including Breakers in Rhode Island, Whitehall, West Palm Beach, Florida, Viscaya, Miami, Florida, Hearst Castle, San Simeon, California, and Getty Villa in Malibu, California. In addition to, for example, Aquilion in Corfu, the Rothschild Villa in the south of France, the French Riviera, Linderhof in Bavaria, Carlton Towers and Soubise Hall in East Yorkshire, as examples. This report does not identify the need to grow the revenues, for example, to $20 million a year. This report recommends an RFP to determine an operator. We've had an operator for the last 75 years. This report does not identify the true need to engage a wealthy visionary, entrepreneur, developer for Casa Loma. This report does not identify the need to develop membership, donors, fundraisings, contributions, etc., etc. This report does not identify the need to partner with experts, etc., etc., etc. I wish the Casa Loma House, Gardens and Estate Complex well, and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there questions? Councillor Carroll.
A question, and I ask it only because, well, Councillor Mihevik isn't here. I believe he's an illness in the family. But I know he had some concerns about this, and I'm wondering, in naming the other models of heritage mansions of a similar sort, if you're familiar with some of their governance models, and you have a desired, you have a preferred model.
No, I don't. I just want to open the, you have to look at other models.
Yeah.
Some are privately owned, some are publicly owned.
Right.
They're all very successful.
Oh, so what you're saying, you don't have a preferred model, but you're asking us to do a little more work on
Yes.
this and actually
Yes,
delve into it.
yes.
Okay, I see.
And come up
Thank you.
come up with a recommended business model for Casa Loma.
Right, okay.
Like Casa Loma is totally unutilized. Anyway, I've made my thoughts, shared my thoughts previously on this, but so it's an opportunity here for us to do something. Casa Loma should be an iconic brand in Canada and worldwide, just like Neuschwanstein in Bavaria. You see Neuschwanstein, you know what it is, you know where it is. You tell me how many people in the U.S. know what Casa Loma is.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Matlow.
John, I don't know where that feedback's coming from. Without knowing what responses we're going to receive yet from the RFP, why would you say today that you don't believe that where we would arrive with perhaps with one of the respondents would be something that would meet the grandeur that we expect for an iconic landmark such as Casa Loma? Would you disagree with investigating what respondents might present themselves? And then, of course, if we don't like what we see, we can take a different route.
Yeah, the problem I have is that, as I read the report, there's nothing in there to say that. It just talks about an operator. Well, we don't need an operator. We've had an operator. I mean, we do, because someone has to operate it. But we've had an operator model for 75 years. We need more than that. We need a lot more than that. We need someone to develop that asset. It's got a tremendous, I mean, there's nothing north and west of Walmer Road that's generating, I mean, I know there's some income coming in. I know there's City TV's filming there right now. But like, take the lodge. The lodge hasn't generated 1 cent of revenue for I don't know how long. Need to change that.
I don't disagree at all. I know the castle well, and I know that some of the adjacent properties to the castle across the street have been underutilized, and the castle itself is in much need of repair. And it should be utilized better too, to again meet that grandeur, that iconic grandeur that it merits. That being said, though, what I just want to understand better is what is your reservation about having an RFP, seeing who responds, seeing if perhaps there can be an operator that might do a better job than the operator that we had for many decades.
Sure.
And then if we are happy with the response, we'll go with it. If we don't feel that it's as good as Casa Loma deserves, we'll say thank you all. We're not going to accept this, and we're going to look for a different model.
Okay, we need to put that up front. We need to tell our RFP respondents that we're not just looking for an operator. We are looking for an operator to do a good job of operation, but we're looking for someone that's going to realize the potential and develop the potential and be an entrepreneur and have a vision. We need to give them a vision. We want Casa Loma to be #1 historic site in Toronto and Ontario and Canada, and we need someone to help us get there. So we need to partner with someone with vision and entrepreneurial spirit, not an operator. That's the entry level. And that, I don't see that in the report.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? None. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.